Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, guys? How are we doing today? Hopefully doing pretty good. So I just want to talk about E3 tonight. I'm gonna wait a little while, see who else wants to pop into the chat. Play some music. Video game music. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a little while and give people some time to come. As I awkwardly stare, I'm just gonna stare at the webcam first. No, I'm not gonna do that. I just watched this. I kind of let me see. I think let's see what like I would say Breath of the Wild 2 would probably be my most. I'm just gonna make a short list here. So that would probably be my first. I'm just gonna put it in the chat. Let me see what else I'm looking forward to. I guess Skyward Sword. I forgot about that one. Avatar, I do like. Starfield would probably be third. So we got Starfield, and then Avatar from Ubisoft. What is it called? Frontier of Pandora. As I spelled it wrong. It's Frontiers. Okay. Frontiers. Actually, I'm gonna save that for last, probably. Okay, there we go. So I think I'm gonna look back, watch the trailers for those games. I want to wait and give people a chance because I'm gonna go over like those are my probably in that order. And yes, I know Breath of the Wild 2 is not actually called Breath of the Wild 2. Well, maybe it will be called The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Oh, speaking of which, I have my Zelda shirt on. I forgot to point that out earlier when I was making that video, but it is what it is. I actually made a few videos today. Uploaded a couple of them on YouTube. So, and I got another one going live at gameplay at midnight. It's just a gameplay video, which I typically don't do, but sometimes I'll post them because I know people like them. Anyway, so let's start. I guess we'll look at the Zelda videos. This is from GameSpot, by the way. Oh, hold on. I need to fix this. So we'll do display. But hold on. Actually, there's kind of something else I want to try. If it doesn't work, it is what it is. Oh, there we go. Oh, it was just there. There. Now, hold on. So we're gonna play this, I think. Let's see. I guess we'll do GameSpot. Leave a like. So we got Zelda falling to her death. I'm just kidding. Hopefully that doesn't. Hopefully she doesn't die. Don't want her to die. I'll stop. How's the audio? I want to see that. Full presentation. Oh, there's more. There's more? I guess we'll look at that. But wasn't it? Oh.
Sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. 2 years have passed since we first announced this game.
Yeah, we'll watch it again. Sure, I guess.
With you in that time. However, development has been steadily progressing. For today, we've prepared some new footage to show a bit more of the game.
What's with the yellow border around the screen? That's kind of weird. Is that because I'm using Streamlabs? Possibly. I don't. You guys probably can't see that, but yeah, we'll watch this again. It's fine. I thought it was extra. I know there was like an interview, like with Metroid. Alright, so I changed the title. I feel like a song's playing backwards. I did play the song backwards. Well, video. I didn't play the song. That's not what I meant. But it kind of sounds like when you're playing it, like this is the regular. I'm playing the video. The video's not backwards. But it kind of sounded like a backwards song. Kind of like Zelda's Lullaby and Ocarina of Time. And not just... I believe it's also in Majora's Mask, but Ocarina of Time might have been in some other games. Yeah, it was in other games. Yeah, 2022 is when the game comes out. But I believe Zelda's Lullaby is Skyward Sword theme song backwards.
We'd like to ask you to wait a bit longer. We're aiming for a 2022 release, so I hope you'll look forward to it.
So Skyward Sword is based off Ocarina of Time. That's what I should have said, because Skyward Sword obviously released later, like 15 years after Ocarina of Time, or it wasn't exactly 15 years, but it was something like that. So now we're gonna look at Skyward Sword HD. Oh, that's the original announcement. Hold on, I want the E3 one. Here.
Hello there. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. What you've just seen
looks
is a
blurry.
trailer for the first wave of DLC for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion packs from Koei Tecmo Games. It will follow Link and his allies through more battles that took place 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
I don't know why I just put that on my head. I want to see who... I'm going to leave it there. See who notices.
We'll begin with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD game, which launches next month. You'll immerse yourself in
It looks blurry. I'm playing it.
Joy-Con controllers for
What if I...
controls.
I don't know. Whatever.
By playing in handheld mode, wielding the sword via flicking the stick and button-only control. This game depicts the oldest era in the Legend of Zelda series, the story of how it all began. What is the origin of the Master Sword? Why did a woman named Zelda become the legend for future generations? These will all be unraveled in this game. We hope you're looking forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
I will be muting some of the... Okay, here we go.
20 years. That's how long Xbox has been with us. And like you, this is a moment I always look forward to. I love seeing the new games, crossing my fingers for my favorites to return, hoping for a few surprises. Most of all, though, I love seeing everyone around the world come together and celebrate what games mean to all of us. And I think, this past year, they've meant even more. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for the support you give us and one another. Xbox is turning 20. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the friendships we've had that whole time. At Bethesda, we believe video games do one thing better than anything else. They transport us. Through art and technology, there's real magic when you step into a new world and can make it your own. We've traveled the worlds of Elder Scrolls, of Fallout, and now, for the first time in over 25 years, we're creating a new universe with Starfield. Set hundreds of years in our future.
Exclusively on Xbox.
About hope, our shared humanity, and answering our greatest mystery.
Which would include PC.
Dreamt of playing. And it wasn't until now that we have the hardware, the technology, and the team who's hard at work at home to make that dream a reality. We're excited to finally share our first in-game teaser and something to look forward to.
Constellation Starship Frontier. We have you on scanners.
From the award-winning creators of Skyrim and Fallout 4. A brand new universe, 25 years in the making.
Here still go.
I wasn't really looking forward to this game originally, but after I saw this trailer, then I started getting interested in it.
But that doesn't mean you're part of Constellation now. Part of our family. What you found, it's the key to unlocking everything.
This bow is really sticking on my head. What's on the headphones, technically?
This is all we've been working towards.
It's not pulling my hair.
We've come to the beginning of humanity's final journey.
Hold on. Oh, actually, I can just do this.
Graviton loop array full check. Space lane is clear.
That's why we're here.
Main engines go. Ignition.
To discover what's up there.
Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Come on. I want to see. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just.
It is awesome to share with you for the very first time one of the most anticipated games in the world from Todd Howard and the team at Bethesda Game Studios. A groundbreaking game. And yes, it's exclusive. It is
Oh.
awesome to share with you for the very first time one of the most anticipated games.
All right, sorry guys, I'm just
Todd Howard and the team at Bethesda Game Studios.
copying, pasting something.
And yes, it's exclusive.
All right, so we got that. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, we're not watching the whole thing. We're not.
Years. That's how long Xbox has been with us. And like you, this is a moment I always look forward to. I love seeing the new game.
Stop. Oh, we're gonna watch that. We're definitely watching the gameplay. We gotta watch that. I might put this on YouTube after. I'm thinking about it. Oh, there's... Am I going to get a copyright claim for this? I don't know. I do not know. Oh, they have... Oh, nice. This is part 2. Where's part 1? Is this part 1? Ah, man, damn it. Metroid Dread development history. I don't know if I'll put this on YouTube or not.
2D メトロイドの完全新作メトロイドドレッドをやっと発
It
表
won't be for 24 hours if I do.
1986年のメトロイドから始まってメトロイド2
So just talk about Metroid 2,
メトロイド
Super Metroid,
メトロイドフュージョン
Metroid Fusion.
シリーズの19年ぶりの最新作そして最新エピソードになりますメトロイドシリーズはサムス・アランという女性バウンティーハンターの活躍を描いたゲームですタイトルのメトロイドっていうのは生物兵器として軍事利用で
Oh, I knew that.
固有生命体の名前でいろんなトラブルのきっかけになってきましたシリーズではそのメトロイドと主人公サムスとの奇妙な関係性を綴ってきましたが今回はそのストーリーの一区切りとなるエピソード
This comes out this fall, I believe.
シリーズファンには一区切りって何やろうと想像しながらプレイしていただきたいですねストーリーは重要ですが決してファンのためだけのゲームではないです基本は 2D アクションゲームなのでリンが最強の戦士になりきって暴れてもらえれば誰でも楽しんでもらえるはずですこれが初めてのメトロイドという人でもゲームのプロローグを見てもらえればストーリーがわからないということにはならないでしょうむしろ
Wait, is it a prologue?
初メトロイドという人だからこその楽しみ方もあるんじゃないでしょうかねタイトルになっている
October 8th, 2021, it says in the corner.
敵のサムス・アランを襲う絶望的な恐怖を表すタイトルです行ったこともない惑星で一人で行動するサムスに忍び寄る圧倒的な存在というように今までとは一味違う要素が追加されたメトロイドです実はメトロイドドレッドのアイデアは15年ほど前に思いついたんですよただ当時の技術ではコンセプトをうまく表現できないなと思って、残念ながら諦めましたその後も再チャレンジのチャンスはあったんですがイメージ通りのゲームにまとめられそうにないなと思ってまた諦めることになりました正直この企画を諦め
Hold on. Wait. They what?
チャンスはあったんですがイメージ通りのゲームにまとめられそうにないなと思ってまた諦めることになりました正直この企画を諦めることになるかなと思ってたんですが 3DS のサムスリターンズを共同開発したマーキュリースティームエンターテインメントがすごく優秀なチームだったんです技術力が高いしセンス
Nintendo just bought the studio.
といってもメトロイドというゲームの理解
They're based in Spain, I believe, right? Yeah, it's a European. It's a Spanish studio. Be interesting if Nintendo were to buy them.
そして15年前に思い描いた以上のメトロイドドレッドがこうやって完成しました
I feel like they're not going to buy them just for one game, though. I mean, it depends on how well the game sold, I guess. But what does that stand for?
実は銀河連邦州の調査ロボット特定のゾーン内をうろついてサムスが立てる物音を感知して近づいてきます視覚センサーを持ってしまうと捕まえるために高速で追いかけてきますサムスの通常の武器は一切効きませんしかも捕まるとほぼ即死これは厳しいですねサムスはそんな恐怖と戦いながらミッションを遂行しなければならないんですね今回のサムスは一段と大変ですねサムスにとってものすごく不利な状況なんですが検知範囲内であっても音を立てなければエミーは気づきません物陰に隠れて見られないようにもできますそして対抗手段の代表格がサムスがエミーから見えなくなるフ ファントムクロークという光学
ファントムロークローク。クローク。
これの使い方がゲームの進行を大きく作用します。歯が立たない敵に
So they can't see her there.
エミーのゲームパートはメトロイド体系の強烈なスパイスになっていると思います。ここまで新要素を中心に話してきましたので、全体のゲームデザインが変わっちゃったんじゃないかなと思われたかもしれません。でもそこはご安心ください。従来通りのゲーム性に磨きをかけて、アクションや探索要素の強化や工夫はバッチリです。サムスリターンズのアクションを洗練させて、フリーエームやメレーカウンターなどを扱いやすくしました。基本アクションとしてスライディング
I recognize the music.
アクション面はかなりの充実ぶりですので、ゲーム体験をより快適になっています。当然メトロイドを遊んだことのない方もいらっしゃると思いますので、最後にメトロイドの探索要素について簡単に触れておきますね。メトロイドは探索型のアクションゲームです。パワーアップアビリティを取得するとサムスのアクションがどんどん増えた。それらのアクションでサムスの行動範囲が広がっていくという仕組みです。これまでになかったパワーアップアビリティも当然追加しています。特定の壁や天井に捕まって移動できるスパイダーマグネットなどはその一例です。他にもいろいろありますのでお楽しみに。いろいろなアビリティを使う自由度の高い探索は今まで以上だと思います。よりダイナミックになった快適なアクションによる自由な探索と、自分が追われる身となって行動する恐怖という2種類の刺激が融合したメトロイドドレッドは、シリーズ経験のあるなしにかかわらず楽しんでいただけます。新しいデザインのメトロイドをもう少しお待ちください。
All right. Oh, that's it.
Thanks for playing the Super Mario Maker 2 game. Let's check out what's in store for the latest update, including a variety of new parts. First up is Spike. This green glutton can spit out spiky iron balls and toss them at you. If you get hit, it's really gonna hurt. However, with the right setup, a spike ball can be used to interact with the block, break a block, as a platform, and even as a weight. I guess Spike can use its talents for good. Oh, and in the snow theme, Spike will throw snowballs. Snow or iron, the balls Spike tosses have many uses. Next is
Hold on. Wait.
made up of spiky spheres. This
We're not-
cactus-like foe poses quite a
This is
threat.
from 2 years ago.
You'll
Or a year and a half ago, whatever. But what was the last one? How did I forget that? It's pretty sad I forgot that. Oh wait. Yeah, that's right. Hold on. Is there no part 1 though? Oh, there it is. Okay, you just have to look for it. I don't know what the problem was. Whoop.
Thanks, Sakamoto-san. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live. I am super excited
Who's this dude?
about this next segment where we're going to delve into an early work-in-progress version of Metroid Dread, show some of Samus's new moves in action, and also, I think, get to a little bit of the way the game develops this suspense and tension that gives the game its title.
I do need to watch my time.
By Audrey and
but-
Teresa from Nintendo Treehouse, and Teresa's going to take us into the depths of Planet VDR.
Yeah, alright, so let's take a deep dive into the very beginning of the game.
I just want to play the game now.
Just a little bit to show Samus's free movement here. So I just spent a few missiles, so I'm going to use this interactive here to replenish. But one of the things I want to show here is free aim, which for those that have played Metroid Samus Returns, this has made a comeback. You can see a lot of the area around as you use it. Also also has this little tracking system that when it's targeting an enemy, it'll make that sound.
I also want to take a moment to say that, as Nate and Sakamoto-san already mentioned, this is the first new 2D Metroid game in 19 years. That's almost 2 decades. I don't know if you did the math, but that's a lot of years. We've been waiting for this for a long time, so we're really excited to be finally showing this to everyone.
Cutscene? Do like the 3D
Here's another returning move from
animation, the cutscenes.
which is the melee counter.
I wonder how uncomfortable it would be when she like does that ball,
And then
when she like curls
one
up.
or the development of
I mean, she's been doing it since the 80s, so I guess it can't be that bad. She's probably used to it now. I don't know when Metroid, I don't know if there's a year Metroid takes place, especially since it's on other planets, but
the melee dash. I really love that because it doesn't break momentum. I can immediately do a counter and immediate damage to an enemy.
it's kind of cool.
And something this game does really well is improve upon the improvements from Metroid Samus Returns. So like you mentioned, we had free aim and the melee counter in that game. And here we have the running free aim, which gives you even more freedom, and the dash melee. So instead of having to stand still and wait for enemies to attack you, you can just go get them, which really has great movement in this game.
Yeah, I love that, like, Samus moves so well, and it's just all that freedom. It's just, this is probably the smoothest I've been able to control Samus in a really long time.
Absolutely. And you've opened up the map screen here, something that Metroid fans know to love and adore.
Fun to see.
The map system is just as important in this game as ever, and it really shows you the classic Metroid gameplay progression, which is back in full force.
Let's see if the bow stays. I'm just gonna fill up my water. I'll be right back. I'm gonna keep the video down there.
Aren't able to access yet. You try and find another way through, find a new ability, push your way forward, fill in the map, lather, rinse, repeat. So that's back and better than ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, and this area here is blinking white because there's something here that I haven't discovered yet. So I can use markers to kind of pinpoint it, just in case I don't have an ability, and I have to backtrack here once I'm able to explore it.
Yeah, don't sleep on those markers. Those can be really important in this labyrinthine world.
Sure.
All right, what did I miss?
It is really.
I missed some of it, but that's all right though. Oh, look at the bow. Look at the bow.
Renewed sense of purpose in your backtracking paired with pushing forward.
Stop.
Now, another thing I want to pinpoint is the amount of work that Deb team put in Samus's animations. Like, just her animation of gripping the walls when she can't move, or like holding onto the ledge. It's just so smooth.
Yeah, you'll
I
notice
do want to
little touches
see
everywhere,
something.
so keep an eye out for them.
That seamless transition to these sort of story scenes is great.
And little moments like this, when you're in helmet view for a moment, really add to the isolation and the tone of this game.
Yeah, now this game is a sequel to Metroid Fusion, but you can see that her suit looks a little bit different than that, so story element that people find out what happened when they play the game. We don't want to spoil it.
So these are the Emmy that
Emmy?
Sakamoto-san was talking about, and none of Samus's weapons seem to do anything against them. So
Run.
yeah, oh, that slide move is so cool.
She looks so cool when she's
Yeah.
fighting.
Yep, it is. Nope. Okay.
Oh no, just
Yeah.
Oh, it comes through doors.
Missiles don't work either. Oh my gosh.
so
scary.
about this being called Dread.
Can it?
Why?
They're very relentless.
Oh my goodness, I can climb. Oh.
Did a little reach for me there.
Yeah.
That was new.
Oh.
Interesting.
Clearly not well, but it's still quite frightening.
Well, it's taken a while. Just
I'm
run.
glad that it's a bit damaged and can't completely reach to me, but we're gonna have to find a different way to tackle that enemy.
You know, this thing is a central unit which controls various areas of the planet. It's sort of a biomechanical computer, kind of an homage to maybe similar units in previous Metroid games. And from this unit, Samus can
Ah, stupid phone.
get a temporary power-up for her
That's just me.
army animal turned into the Omega
you've always seen the camera panned around here, and now with the Omega Cannon ability, there's this dynamic camera that you get to see over Samus's shoulder, which is so cool.
Yeah, little additions like that really flesh out the classic 2D gameplay without it feeling like it strays too far from what we loved about it.
Just makes it seem really powerful.
Right. Let's see if this works against our Emmy friend here.
Oh, did he go back? His health is back. Oh no, he's still damaged. Woo! Good.
I wanted to make sure I had it line of sight.
I hope you enjoyed that. That's your one shot at it.
Yeah, so it's so powerful that in order to take that enemy down, we lose the ability of the Omega Cannon, and it goes back to a regular arm cannon.
It was worth it though. We can breathe easy now.
It was.
For a moment.
As long as it doesn't come back.
Also want to point out while you're scrolling your way.
Hold on, go back.
Through all of these different halls, that there are so many different ways to play.
So how do you save, I assume?
Teresa is amazing with a missile. She's the queen of the missiles, but you can also just shoot your regular arm cannon. You can try and avoid enemies altogether, try and hit them all. Really, it's up to you what kind of Samus you want to be.
Yeah, and as Audrey pointed out too earlier, that you could use free aim to do more like line of sight shooting, but you can also just free aim shoot while you're moving as well.
It's good because you need to shoot a lot of different things in this game.
So many
Yeah.
I want to see a pixelated door, and now I'm filled with dread.
Yeah, this is a new entryway.
Yep, these are the entries to the various zones that the Emmy are patrolling. And once you're in there, you need to be on the lookout for those.
Yeah, you can hear in the background the music is so atmospheric. It really puts you on pins and needles. It is into it.
Very, I am completely on edge.
Yeah.
Really eerie. Can't seem to climb these yet.
Yeah. Yeah, just the detail in the background is great. There it is.
Especially during moments like this, you can really appreciate how cool it is to have an HD 2D Metroid game.
We tried that already. So it's not gonna work.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
And this
Just try again. Maybe it'll work on this one.
Now run.
Run.
So luckily, this Emmy can't go through tight spaces, so I have an advantage here.
Somehow Emily doesn't seem
worried.
Oh, now I could go for the bill.
Oh, it's fast.
Oh, you're following me.
Go!
Hey, you got it.
Oh my
You
goodness.
got it. That's my recommendation.
Yeah, when they go into this patrol mode and turn red, the door locks until they sort of lose track of you.
It's still trying to get at her.
Oh, yeah, it's still looking around, but
Ooh.
Find another way to get to me.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if it's my heart throbbing through my hands or the controller, but it's
Oh, look at the dinosaurs.
nerve-wracking when facing
I guess it's a dinosaur.
terrifying species.
Or turtle.
Makes it seem like she's calm, cool, collected.
Look at that water. It looks awesome.
That she's actually as nervous as I am when I play it, but I don't think it's true.
I do want to point out, like, also the backgrounds, like the amount of detail that the development team has put into, like, not just the enemies in the forefront, but also in the background. I don't know if you guys can tell the shimmering thing in there.
Up there, it's moving.
Okay.
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah. Well, probably. Note that for the future.
yeah, some of those details kind of tell the story as effectively as, you know, a voiceover or anything.
Yeah, if you want to be a bounty hunter, you have to pay attention to details. And watch out for gooey enemies. This is more, but I love the detail of like the rib cage in the background. You just know something went down there.
So, the thing about Metroid enemies too is that some of them have patterns and you can counter them, and others don't. Like this one, it's move him out of the way so I can use it. And this room is a communication room with Adam, who happens to be Samus's ship's PC or computer. We're going to skip this part here just because we don't want to spoil any of the lore, but Dan, if you could summarize for the folks at home.
Yeah, so as Samus is exploring, she uploads data to Adam, or ship's AI, and Adam kind of gives little analysis, just really hints though, not necessarily telling you where to go or anything like that. It's still up to you to kind of explore, but there's some interesting lore in there, and
It's funny that this is the 4th game on my list, and this game gets the most attention.
And in that one, Adam is basically summarizing the Emmy and kind of the limits that they have of patrolling a zone, and also how dangerous they are, which we've kind of seen, but hopefully we won't see too much firsthand here.
CT doing a great job of just shooting at the environment, looking for secrets, looking for a way forward, because it's not always going to be obvious. You really have to. It's like a puzzle. It's not just action. It's not just exploration. There's also a lot of puzzle elements here, trying to find the way forward.
Yeah, and it's really cool too how Metroid Dread does this really sweet balance of, you know, the moments where you're allowed to have like some quiet to solve the puzzles, and then it's interspersed with this really heavy, intense action.
Yeah.
So here's the nope. That was the Emmy, as Dan had mentioned. They have kind of 3 modes. One is the
Oh man.
surveillance. The other is, which is marked with blue. They're just scanning the area. This red mode's so
Bad
intense.
one.
I'm like
Yeah.
playing a game of chase with
So fast.
with it. And then when it has
It's like, oh,
Samus
God.
on
All right.
eyesight, it turns red, which is the
No, don't.
chase mode. Okay.
So yellow is it's heard a noise or sensed a vibration.
Go.
It's going to investigate that. Oh,
Oh gosh.
We're dead.
No.
and
No. So the Emmy
Well, that's a great game.
are pretty
That's-
relentless and rude.
Metroid Prime 4 canceled
It is
'cause she
sort
died.
of like a permadeath, which is very unusual for enemies in the Metroid series. But luckily, it's not very. The game's pretty forgiving. It allows you to respawn at an area that you were in recently, so you're able to just go back and counter that again.
Yeah, as Steve said, insta-kill is new to the series, but it's really great because it offers a chance for you to have that challenging difficulty that I think Metroid fans expect, but without being quite so punishing with the respawning that you just have to play the game to get back to where you are. So it's a really wonderful challenge.
So it's a stealth game, kind of.
And when the Emmy are in patrol mode, which is that right now.
Should be alright
soon
for
to
now.
be, They're scanning areas where they last sense movement, and so they'll go and investigate it, and then if they see something in eyesight, then they'll go chase it.
I doubt they can go in there.
This is such a small but really neat touch. The way that Samus moves slower in the water.
Yeah, and the audio change too.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that detail. That one straggler there. I don't need a save. I'm feeling brave.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it really shows how you don't have to stop to fight these enemies. If you really master that dash melee, you can just kind of run and gun.
Little water puzzle. Really love the animation of the water flowing from one area to the next. Such cool detail.
the water levels change to have access to other areas.
And here is the map room. So interacting with these room will more visibility to the area that I'm currently in. So we sort of lightly touched on the narrative of this game, which occurs in the events post Metroid Fusion, and so that's why Samus's look looks different. But also to point out, back to Audrey's point about, the game is about exploration and action, and so this area map upgrade allowed me to see more about the map, but you can see that there's still a lot of obscurity here, and so you need to explore in order to uncover more of the area and also any secrets involved. So
It's also worth noting
I might.
this
No, never mind.
is full of really juicy lore. So whether you're a new or returning Metroid fan, if you've never played a Metroid game before, it really gets you up to speed with anything you need to know to enjoy the story. And if you are a longtime Metroid fan, you have a lot to look forward to. As Sakamoto-san said, this concludes the story arc between Samus and the Metroids. So we've been waiting a long time for this, and it delivers.
Why are you letting him see you?
Little enemy that Teresa just blew up. It's kind of like an item pinata. A lot of missiles.
yeah, defeating enemies is definitely a boon because it grants you replenishment for energy and also missiles. So
There's two?
you want
Oh, it's the same one.
defeat enemies for that. I just didn't expect the Emmy to be right on top of me when I destroy the office.
Go! What are you doing?
Sound, just I hear it in my nightmares now.
They always come up.
Ooh!
It's persistent.
Very
I
convenient.
So interesting.
It's not scary, but I don't know. It just bothers me all the time.
You start at the surface of the planet and you're
Who's
working
that guy?
deeper, but in this game, you actually
Oh.
start deep within the planet and try and work your way to the surface. And so that yearning towards ascension really adds to the tone of the game as well. Wow, that was a sick slide. I also love that you don't have to necessarily wait for an enemy to attack in order to counter in this game. If you keep an eye out, you can actually sometimes counter before they start their attack.
Here's a throwback, so I have to use a missile in order to destroy that
Oh.
cover, and then I'm able to access that door.
Just one missile though. Good. Oh, of course.
There we go. I got it.
Yeah. That's the other thing about the dash melee is if you use that on an enemy, you will get, I think, a few more extra items.
Here's our first upgrade, the Charge Beam. So very iconic to the Metroid series. So Samus, starts off without any abilities and slowly becomes more powerful and able to tackle stronger foes, but also be able to uncover or explore new areas that you weren't able to before.
Yeah, and suit upgrades are another classic part of Metroid gameplay that is alive and well in this game. Also love you can see,
Woo!
keep an eye on the background and stuff. There are also cool statues and architecture that really keep curiosity about the lore of this world.
I love that too, using the Charge Beam to make a Charge Beam spin attack and defeat some of those enemies is really handy.
Oh, that thing's good.
Got some more life, which is always a plus for me. That.
All those items.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of showing that once you really get to know these abilities and become adept at them, you start to feel like Samus. At first you're like, maybe not quite there, but once you get the hang of it, you really start to feel like a badass bounty hunter.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's just so smooth. It's like she's parkouring through the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay, is it a Nintendo song? Now, Nintendo. I think was it co-developing Nintendo, or were they the sole developer?
Shoot things.
And explore. So now we can't go through this area because of the water, so we're not able to slide. But we are able to access this door that we weren't to before. And here's another Emmy door. But in order to not spoil any more surprises here, we're gonna leave this as a cliffhanger and there's segment here.
All right. Well, that's all we've got on Metroid Dread for now. Thanks, Teresa and Audrey. Next up, we've got some Mario Party Superstars to show you. So stay tuned.
All right, here's part 2. So I guess it's rated T for teen.
Hi. Welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. I'm Dan, back with Audrey and Teresa again. We're going to go into a little bit more Metroid Dread, deeper into the planet, into this work-in-progress game, and see more of Samus's abilities, and maybe see a couple more tough battles. So, Teresa, what have you got for us?
All right. So since the previous segment, we were able to defeat the last enemy, and we're on our way. We got a new ability, and so we're going to showcase that. We're also going to go a little bit faster in this segment just to show more of Samus's really free-flowing movement. So speaking of that new ability, we now have Spider Magnet, which is really cool. Now is allowing us to climb these blue magnetic strips here. So
And Samus looks pretty darn cool while she's climbing, I must say.
yeah.
Just traverse directly from horizontal to vertical. There.
And this creature over here is blocking that pathway, and it's getting a little bit more jittery as I get closer to it.
That's really creepy.
Maybe I can
Coerce it out.
sexy sounds. Ugh.
Worm door.
Also note for anyone who hasn't yet seen the first segment, this is the first new 2D Metroid in 19 years. So this is very, very exciting for Metroid fans.
Yeah, I liked how you countered that worm and shot it.
Yeah, so each enemy has like their patterns to learn, so we definitely want to watch and see how you
Now,
get around
I believe the Nintendo Treehouse is only North America. I don't know if there's a Treehouse in other countries.
here's
Well,
some of the bosses that you
Nintendo of America, United States.
we
This
happened to see
said North America, but
very
I meant the
briefly
U.S.
in the first segment it was the very shimmery
I don't know.
creature that was lurking in the background.
No longer lurking.
No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's warping.
He just shot that projectile. They just out of his mouth and got some missiles. Having been in this isn't here.
Yeah, so it's very key to learn the boss's patterns, but also find where to hurt them. And it looks like his face is the weak spot right now.
That tail is pretty deadly, so you want to keep your distance. And of course, as always, you want to keep an eye on your missile counts.
Yeah, so since my missile count's running low, I'm going to use Charge Beam, which is also effective. Now he turned invisible.
Great. What he needed was to be invisible. That's what I think.
You
And
kind of
it's a
still
little
see him.
harder to find its face, but I can try. Otherwise, you could see, yep. So that little glowy point seems to be the weak spot too. Try to aim for that.
Good blow, shoot it. It's a good maxim for video games in general.
Got this.
I never actually beat a single Metroid game.
And now it's throwing a tantrum, so it broke some of the environment. I see some blue magnetic strips there, which probably use my advantage. Oh. ahead and turn its backside, which is probably its best side.
Yeah, it is. I'm
Also
sure.
cheering for something. I don't. Ow. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Slide.
So we're turning here to a cinematic, but I am effectively throwing missiles at Corpius's face here.
Yeah, it's another one of
This
those.
is a.
dynamic
It's not a QTE, is it?
Yeah, jumping right into a boss fight. Is a
Why are you
good
back?
way to go.
Okay. Yep. So those magnetic strips were very handy there.
Yep, you have to use all of your abilities if you're gonna be.
Ow. No.
That poison gas doesn't look too healthy.
Oh, you're mean.
This one's always trying to back you into a corner too. It's not very nice. If you stay up there, his tail will go for you as well. So there's no really safe spot.
There we go again.
May I come here? Yes.
Oh, that
Get
works.
stuck, buddy. Nope. There you again.
Oh,
Tricked me.
yep.
What are you doing? Oh, no. I know your game. No, thank you.
Not today.
Oh. That's to be something like this.
That's not blood, is it?
Need missiles.
It says that much blood, wouldn't it be M-rated?
One last charge beam for effect.
Mm-hmm. I think you got him.
That's it. Look at Samus. That
Samus.
beautiful pose.
Yep.
Nothing scares
So
Samus.
good.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa!
The tail.
That's kind of cool.
Ben.
That was awesome.
You're really good with your suit here.
Yeah, I'd be watching for a moment.
Yeah. Hold that pose.
What did we get? Phantom clothes.
Of course. That's how cool it is, just being invisible.
So the Phantom Cloak was previewed and mentioned by Sakamoto-san in his video earlier this morning. It is an Aeon ability, and for some of you at home who have played Metroid Samus Returns may recognize Aeon abilities, but these are brand new and they play very differently in Metroid Dread.
Yeah, we play new Aeon abilities, and this one actually it's more of an endurance gauge, so it fills up over time. But you really, really want to keep a close eye on it. 'Cause the last thing you want is for your Phantom Cloak to just disappear when you really need it.
Yeah, so let's actually showcase it here. So before I wasn't able to go through these doors, they called presents. Now with the Phantom Cloak, I'm able to progress through them. I am moving a lot slower with the Phantom Cloak, and as you can see, the energy gauge right underneath is slowly decreasing, but as I move, it decreases even faster, and once it's depleted, it starts taking away from my health. So I have to deactivate it. I can replenish it really quickly by moving, and then only then can I reactivate it again. This elevator up. Thank you.
I'm looking forward to this game. As you can tell,
Just like the other abilities.
I'd show more Zelda stuff, but there's not really much. I mean, there's the
Floor.
a Game & Watch thing, which I'm going to try to get, but I wouldn't say that's my favorite
A
thing.
lot more adventure.
That wasn't really one of my favorite things. It's cool, though.
With that background.
Doesn't seem to be available for pre-order yet, but as soon as it is, I'm going to try to get it.
World,
And if I can't, I can't.
magma.
There's so many games I want to stream right now. I want to do Breath of the Wild, but I can only do so many games at once, though. And I want to get back to American Truck Simulator,
Those flying.
which I'll probably do that tomorrow morning.
Trying to get across.
Oh,
there.
they can be.
We handle them very rapidly.
Yeah, you
Hey, flamethrowers. Get away from me. This is really cool. So we're still in the area of Arteria, which is the very beginning part of the game, and this is a feature which is an elevator that allows you to travel to different parts of planet CDR. So now we're moving to Cataros, and as you can see in the map, this game plays very differently, where you start from the center core of the planet and you're working your way up all the way to Samus's ship. So it is a very different feeling. Really builds up on the, do I say dread? Isolation?
It really does.
I showed you had kind of a long way to go to the surface there too. That little dot at the top was ship.
Here's a moment for us to not be, attacked and also enjoy these beautiful HD graphics.
Hmm.
Immediately.
Welcoming committee.
You can't rest
These
on
en-
your laurels for a minute in this game.
Oh yeah, not at all. These enemies are different too. As you can see, their counter is very different. But they are really cool, very satisfying to counter. And that place is very hot. We don't have an upgrade for that yet, so we'll have to come back later and explore it when we do have an ability to explore it. So that looks like an area. Oh, and yes,
When in doubt,
rush
shoot.
here.
Start blast.
Sneaky. No. Oh.
You never underestimate the little enemies. They can really mess you up.
They can, especially those. They're very, very agile.
You can see as you learn the enemy's patterns, you can see tells for when they're about to attack a lot of times, and that'll help you know when to counter.
Really love the dash melee ability. It allows me to effectively get rid of some enemies really quickly. So this is another room, communication room where we'll be able to communicate with Adam, and I kind of want to make it clear too that Adam is Samus's ship's computer. We're going to skip through this area really quickly and have Dan kind of summarize what Adam says, but Adam is just a point for lore. Does not give any direction to Samus. It is up to the player to choose where they want to navigate and where to explore. But,
Yeah, we're only cutting away because we don't want to give away any juicy lore tidbits.
yeah.
Yeah. And basically he was just talking about how this area is sort of the thermal power for the planet, and
Sorry, mouse.
redirecting that power you can potentially open up other areas. And he also had a few little tidbits about the Phantom Cloak, which we already knew about how that gauge worked, thanks to Teresa's explanation.
Alright, enough with the bow.
Look in the background, you can see magma flowing through some of those pipes, but not the others.
Yeah, all of these pipes are very interesting. This mysterious door open up too.
Yeah.
Here's an interactable, which allows, so this area of Cataros controls the magma flow of the planet, and so we're able, through these interactables, change the flow to access other areas. So now because we changed the thermal flow, we're not able to backtrack to where we were, so find a different path.
It's such a neat touch that something we were just talking about in the background actually has a gameplay component.
No.
And there we can see that magma flowing through those pipes.
Yep.
Oh, and that opened that doorway there.
As Teresa's
All right.
very well aware, there's such a diverse in this world. So many different kinds.
Ah, no, go. I don't want G-force
Maybe
on.
not when they're mercilessly attacking you, but it's really neat. Otherwise, you see such different alien creatures.
No, no, thank you.
Look at that background. It's just beautiful. Ooh.
Watch out.
These enemies are pretty gnarly. They throw little balls of hurt that I don't particularly enjoy. Maybe not stay in the spawning point elite.
No,
That would be good.
a pixelated door.
No, you're right.
Alright.
What is it? Hold on, I got a mouse.
Okay, here we go.
So this door leads to another Emmy zone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
So this door leads to another Emmy zone.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna
That sense of dread you're feeling is very warranted.
Well, I feel it.
I feel it.
have that little beeping.
There's
What's blue though? Look.
Yeah, so Samus has been able to use the Phantom Cloak to her advantage by escaping this Emmy. And this Emmy can crawl through tight spaces, so it's pretty formidable.
Yeah, really liking that Phantom Cloak about now.
wait, what did it say?
Liking that Phantom Cloak about now. Okay, I need to not be hearing those beeps. They
Yeah.
scare me.
The beeps.
Oh,
Ooh. Watch out.
Oh, see, it heard that noise, and so it's now in yellow mode.
Ooh.
please don't notice me.
Well used Phantom Cloak there. That saved your tail.
So you can see in the mini map, the little red dot is the Emmy. It is still.
I thought he was coming that way.
Making sure that it doesn't hear me. Okay, we're good. Oh, auto 201.
Oh,
You
no.
did this to me.
It wanted to give you some items.
Okay. Maybe I didn't call the Emmy to my. No? Oh, why?
This is-
Oh.
Blend in with the background.
Yeah, I need these guys to just go away.
Getting some good missiles though.
Alright. I have the spider magnet ability. I should just use it.
Whew.
Alright. Let's see. There's nothing here.
Right. Ooh.
Something
out.
here.
There's something there.
No! No!
Run.
No, please!
You really want to stay at a distance from
Oh, I didn't notice you. You're so sneaky.
Emmys, because if they get up close and personal, it's not going to be a
Cloak.
danger most of the time.
Go away.
Oh. Oof. Meanwhile, your gauge is just getting lower and lower.
No, don't say that.
No,
it's
I mean,
fine.
it's fine. It's all fine.
I hope. Okay. Yep. You keep going that way, buddy.
Nothing to see here.
No, it's still there.
Ooh.
I think it went the direction that I
There
want
it
to
is.
go. Ah! No!
No.
What are you doing? Run.
Can I trick it?
Every bounty
Go.
for themselves.
Whew.
Yep. I'm brave.
Oh.
Damn
I
it.
will escape you.
So when it turns red with pursuit mode, it will still be able to
Oh, you're
find
gonna
you,
charge. Hurry.
Oh.
even if you phantom cloak.
Oh no.
No!
Enemies
So
are
brutal. Okay.
That one's
brutal
tough.
to dodge. They're nearly impossible to counter.
Oh boy.
Oof.
Oof.
Alright, let's try this again.
Back into Wolfston we go.
Skip that cutscene. It's
Oh,
glorious.
because she already died.
I've already seen it.
We got business.
Oh, you're there already. Okay.
Excuse me.
You're mean.
I think that's fair.
spin faster, please. Okay.
All right.
Awesome. All right. So
That
here's
sound's gone.
So redirecting the thermal fuel. Let's follow it and see where it goes.
Yeah, you can actually follow that pipe in the background and see what you've done.
Ah!
Oh
No.
Why?
No, no.
Why?
Wow.
No.
No.
No. Ah.
Here comes the dread.
Yes.
So vicious. Okay, so
Sneaky there.
stopped here, which is good. He's gonna be more cautious to make sure he.
Never played Metroid Fusion, by the way, on the Game Boy. I'd like to, though. It's a Game Boy or Game Boy Advance? I don't remember. Let me look that up real fast, though.
When you finally get out of the
I'm going to open another tab so I don't have
save,
to...
but then it's deceiving. It's deceiving, yes.
I don't remember. I think it's just the...
Back in there several times.
Oh, it was the Game Boy Advance. Okay.
Not a linear progression.
What they ought to do is port that on the Switch or something. Or, you know, do a remaster of Metroid Fusion. Because that's a game I'd like to play.
There you go.
Oh, they are
you.
so
Stop it.
mean. They need to stop that.
Nice.
Get rid of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they are only trouble if you leave them there. You learn that pretty quick.
Alright.
See any more?
Oh, someone.
Right back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love the music. It just amplifies
So,
the intensity.
And it's worth noting for anybody who's new to the Metroid series that this is Samus, of course, and she's the protagonist in all of the games. So this might be terribly frightening to us, but this is just a matter of due course for Samus. She has been through a lot, and it's just a testament to how amazing she is that she's survived all of it.
Yeah, and even if you may be new to the franchise, it's totally okay because the game does a really great job at giving you a summary of what has transpired before. So it's really, it's pretty good, easy to pick up, especially if this is your first game in the series. And also, if you don't know who Samus is, but you know maybe Samus the fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, same character.
Find out how she earned her stripes.
No.
Well, I played Metroid before I ever played Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, I think it was before I even owned... Back in, like... What year? Like, 1998? Or no, 1999, 2000. When I was a little kid, I was playing... my first Metroid game, I believe... I'm pretty sure it was on the Game Boy. The Game Boy Color. It was, I believe it was Metroid 2 Return of Samus. And I also have the remake on the 3DS called Metroid Samus Returns.
I don't know if anyone else is forgetting to breathe. Remember to breathe.
I did.
But that doesn't, this is the first 2D Metroid game in 19 years, not including Metroid Samus Returns. That doesn't count.
Here, because again, we don't really want to spoil too much of the story, but we wanted to give
I want to
you
play
at
it.
home a sneak peek of Metroid Dread. We're really excited to play it. We're really excited for you guys at home to also get your hands on when it comes out October.
Oh!
Yeah. So, but before we go,
Have a little surprise.
They're going to show like this special edition or something?
Is the special edition
Hmm.
of this game. There it is in its glory. Yeah, its glory. You get a steel book with the game.
I might need to get that.
And 5 art cards and an art book, which is really exciting. They chronicle Samus's adventures in the 2D games. So, like we said, whether you are a longtime fan of Samus and her adventures in Metroid, or you're new to the series, This is a great way to either celebrate your fandom or kind of get up to speed before you play the game. So it's really neat. And here it is. Got all that and game. So
Really, really cool.
yeah, this one really has something for everyone. Action, exploration, puzzles, Samus being cool.
And there is one more game I'm going to show off after this video.
Just wanted to thank again for the fans for tuning in.
Of my top 5
sticking with us this entire
best games of E3.
Yeah, if you missed any of the previous segments, they're all up on YouTube, along with one more segment of a game that we haven't shown previously on the stream, so be sure to check that out. Yeah, on behalf of everyone at Nintendo, thanks for watching, and keep smiling.
I don't think there's gameplay, is there? Is there gameplay? Frontiers of Pandora? I don't believe there are. There is, but... No, it doesn't look like there is. Alright, let's... Hold on, before we watch the video, though. And if there's any music... if there's any third-party music, I'll need to mute that. I'm not sure if there... I don't think there was any gameplay. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, no, I don't think so. I guess this will be the last game then. Oh, it's coming to Luna? Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's going to run on the Snowdrop engine. Looks better than it looked yesterday. Or, Saturday. Obviously, it doesn't look perfect, but... Hopefully this music's just from the game and not the movie. Looks pretty good, actually. Looks a lot better than the first one. What are they called? Navi? The Navi? Navi? I'm not talking about the fairy from The Legend of Zelda. Now, I don't think the avatars, or the Navi, they don't look that great. Everything else looks fine, though. Is it going to show the rating the entire video? Yeah, I guess so. So it comes out next year. This is from Ubisoft Massive Entertainment. Yeah, it's an Ubisoft studio. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora coming next year to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, Stadia, and Luna. So Google Stadia and Amazon Luna, their streaming services. Anyway, yeah, what are some of your guys's, that was a great sentence. Tell me what some of your favorites were. What games did you like at E3? I went over. Let me go back here. Went over Breath of the Wild 2. Then we had Skyward Sword HD. Then I went to Starfield, and then I just showed off Metroid a few minutes ago. And then Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. That in that order, that would probably be my top 5. You know, I don't know why I just put that on my head, but I guess you can't see it because I have the follower goal in the way. I'm just gonna wear it for the rest of the stream, I guess. What the hell. Yeah. Let me see what else there was at E3. I mean, those were the 5 games I mainly wanted to talk about. I would like to see if there's any... I don't think there's gameplay. I do not think there is gameplay. Was that the game or the movie? I don't know. Yeah, this is the game. I'm probably not going to find any gameplay. I don't know. You know, let's look at the original Avatar, the game, not the movie. I'm not showing the game, the movie. I mean, but I kind of want to show the original game. It's been a while. Let's look at the review from IGN. From 2009, wow. This will be the last video show. Oh, hold on. I forgot. There we go.
James Cameron's latest movie has reached an amount of hype that most blockbusters could only dream of. Avatar introduces cutting-edge 3D technology and is bound to be one of the biggest movie spectacles of the year. So of course, you know what that means, a movie tie-in video game. Avatar the game is actually a prequel of the movie and stars an entirely new character named Abel Rider. It takes place on the same lush jungle paradise of Pandora and involves a fight between a militant human faction and the tall blue natives of Pandora called the Na'vi. Like a lot of wars, this is one over resources, particularly a rare mineral found in the Na'vi forests. Ryder needs to decide if he wants to either help the humans harvest the mineral or help the Na'vi fight for their home. Unfortunately, the game does a terrible job of explaining this backstory. This is a game that's supposed to be a prequel, and yet it almost assumes that you've already seen the movie to make sense of everything. Seeing as how the movie isn't even out yet, that's a big problem. There is an in-game encyclopedia, but that doesn't excuse the poor storytelling in the game. Shaky narrative aside, the world of Pandora does look quite inviting. The entire game is packed with an impressive...
I like the game. It's been a while.
So much so that the frame rate sometimes suffers a little because of it. One of the big selling points here is that the game is also fully compatible with 3D capable TVs. Unfortunately, we can't show you these effects in this video review, but trust me, they are indeed a selling point. Bullets come whizzing past your head, the flamethrower looks awesome, and the jungle becomes even more immersive. It's a shame that only a very small number of gamers will be able to experience this right now.
Whoop.
After about the first 45 minutes of the game, you'll be asked to make a choice, to either fight for the humans or for the Na'vi. Depending on what you choose, the game will either become a generic third-person shooter or a generic third-person action game. Shooting as a human is fine, but the Na'vi controls are not very good. They feel sluggish and the camera doesn't really keep up with the action in the best way. The biggest problem with the game, though, is that since the storytelling is so weak, I didn't really care about what was happening at all. Without the proper motivation, it just feels like a bunch of been there, done that, fetch quests, and combat sequences. Things like a leveling system, unlockable skills and gear, and side distractions do their best to add meat to the game, but none are fleshed out enough to make them satisfying. The ability to control military vehicles or ride the animals does spice things up a little bit, but the gameplay here is nothing special. There also is a multiplayer mode, but you probably won't be playing it very long either. Again, this is because loose controls and middling combat drags the experience down. Storytelling and unrefined controls are probably not the best introduction to the world of Avatar.
I have this on the PlayStation 3.
The worst movie license game, and there are some really bad ones. It feels like you have to watch the movie before you play the game. However, if you own a 3D capable TV, you will be treated to some pretty snazzy visuals. The rest of you should probably just wait for
I
the
just
review
thought of
to see
something.
how big of a fan you become. For the full written review, check out IGN.com.
So basically, it's a game. It's a movie-based game. But hold on. Avatar is a movie-based game, but the game came out before the movie. So basically, in other words, Avatar was a video game before it was a movie. I'm sure that wasn't intentional, but yeah, basically the movie Avatar, or the game is based off the movie. But it could be argued that it's like, well, technically Avatar was originally a video game before a movie. Probably wasn't. I don't think that. I'm pretty sure that's not what was intended to happen, but the game came out before the movie. Like, was it a few days? I don't know. It might have been a week. I don't remember. It was back in 2009. I do remember when the game came out, though, and the movie. Didn't see it in the theater. Saw it on Blu-ray because I didn't really care for it when it came out at first. And then I got the game, but I didn't get the game right when it came out, so I don't remember like all the details. But and it's been a long time since I played the game. Wouldn't mind playing it again. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm going on for an hour and a half. Gonna come back on Twitch tomorrow. Gonna be doing some American Truck Simulator, I think, in the morning. Let's say about around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. 10:30 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Be somewhere in that 30 minutes. That's what I'm going to plan for. I'm already planning on getting up a little early to do some work outside. It'll only take like 10 minutes, hopefully. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to play some music for you guys, and then I'm going to end the stream. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I'll see some of you guys tomorrow, and then tomorrow afternoon I'll probably be doing some Sonic Mania, also on Twitch, but those will be two separate streams. So if you look forward to that, consider leaving a follow. Let me know what you guys think. What am I saying? Let me know what you guys think. You're already in the chat. This is not YouTube. Anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Consider leaving a follow if you enjoy what you're seeing here. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up. So have a good one.